I hope we're good to go. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. I hope you are having a good one. Sorry about a bit of a delay today. I've had some pretty unexpected things going on. Well, first of all, I had these like random XSplit restarts. XSplit is the streaming software that I use. So what started happening just as I started streaming is it actually like ended the stream. Like the software, it's the same thing as OBS, just a little different. I use it for like reasons that I still am justifying to myself. But I do have a lifetime license, so I am willing to give it a shot. Um, it started like shutting down completely with like no explanations whatsoever as to why it might be doing that. So I had to restart it like twice. First, it happened before I started stream, so I was like, okay, this is a random bug. It's not gonna do that, but I started streaming. Then I started streaming and it did the same thing. So I was just like, I just thought that was a little bit weird, but hopefully that this continues happening. Also, Morgan, welcome. I hope you are having an amazing day. Hopefully I'm live with no issues at all. I did check it on my phone. It seems to be fine. But another reason why I'm like 5 minutes late today is because as you can see, like I was trying to make soup, but then I put it on the stove and I left it for about 5 minutes, and I went just for a minute to do like the stream stuff, to schedule it and whatnot, and I heard the hissing from the kitchen, and of course the water has boiled and the soup of course poured out of the pot, so I had to clean that. So now I have the soup, but the soup is entirely too hot for me to eat. I still haven't had my lunch. And normally this is the mug that I have my coffee from, but today I just decided to use it as a soup cup because I don't want to have like a big plate next to my keyboard. Just hanging out there. Also, I think today is just going to be a very chill day for me. I'm normally like I try to be, you know, just super talkative and active during my streams and whatnot, but I'm so sick. I don't even know. Like I'm just having such a hard time today. So today we are going to do a really cool thing. Today we're gonna try and preserve my energy. I'm in no mood for bullshit. I just want to go through a story and just have fun and have my soup, because do you know like when you're really sick, when you're at the beginning of your work day or whatever, you get to the point where you were just trying really hard to, you know, to just survive that day, and you know that the day is gonna be tough as hell, but you're still out there trying, because you know that it's not that I have to, like I could have easily, you know, cancel the stream or whatever, but I don't really want to do that. I think I'm gonna be okay, and also I'm gonna have my evening stream. So that's something to look forward to. I really want to prog with FFXIV as well. I'm so excited for that. And yesterday I had a shorter stream than what I wanted to have. I got just to the part where I wanted to you know, to do the boss fight and whatnot, but I was just so tired. I couldn't keep my eyes open, and unfortunately, this sickness is getting the best of me. And I talked to, I don't even know how to address him. My ex-husband, I guess. Like it's just like when you say ex-husband, it just sounds so estranged and mean or whatever, because like we're still pretty much best friends, and just, like I don't like, I mean, I don't like calling him like ex-husband. That just sounds like a term that you don't use for someone, even though like it is true. Like it sounds like a term for someone like reserved for someone who you dislike at this point, and that is not the case. So I don't know, like I mean I could be addressing him by name or by name in the chat or whatever, but he pops up anyway. So to make the long story short, I asked about my kiddo since he's the one who brought the plague from daycare, and he's actually doing quite well enough to continue going to daycare tomorrow. So I'm actually okay with that because I do have to work tomorrow as well. So he's all right, but I'm here. Was supposed to try and get better this weekend, didn't happen, and is still continuing to not happen. So I always kind of, dare myself to actually have those cam streams, um, even when I'm sick. Sometimes I don't feel like doing that, but I was working on my air conditioning. I hope it's not broken. If the temperatures are the way they are here, I would not envy you. Mine is actually working, but like I periodically turn it on and off. Especially now that I had my hair washed, and I still feel it's like a little wet, and sometimes like having because the AC is like right above my head, and sometimes like I just feel like it's been too much. My day has been okay. I think my day just went by really fast. Like when you're sick and when you're just delaying starting to do anything, and you're like in this energy preserving mode, hoping that you will get better if you preserve your energy, but like it's still not happening. That's pretty much been my day. I woke up around around 6:45 or so. Lunik was up. He was like going to work, and I was like, "Why are you up already?" Because normally he gets up, I think, a little bit later. No, it was 6:30. It was 6:30 because it was quite early, and he was like already up for ages. So I decided to get up, but then I couldn't handle it, so I went back to bed. And then I woke up around like I don't know 9:30 or so. I did my roulettes, and that was pretty much my day. I was like, I'm gonna take a bath because when I'm sick, that's something that normally really helps me. Before we start the samurai quest, though, what I really, really want is to just take like 10 minutes to finish with my Beast Tribe quest because I've been trying to get those mounts for both fairies and my what's it called? Fairies and the Arca Sadara. And I also got my Dark Knight to level 80, which is woohoo! Great news. So the class, I'm not sure actually it's gonna happen today. We're supposed to get 108 reputation today when we finish this, but I want to see if that's going to be enough. Let me check. Rep with the Pixies is honored 960. No, it's not gonna happen today, but that's okay. Can you hear the music from the game? As per usual, it's a lot more quiet on my end, so I don't really hear that much. And as I'm eating, I just want to take the time to work towards this. I don't want to miss out on the experience. The experience from these tribes is just crazy. And I already read through all the quests. At this point, it's just a repetition for me. Yes, I'm here to help you. Let me help you. What does she want? Okay, she wants me to. Enemies appear, throw porks. Yeah, them. Oh, this is really cool. You get to take the pigs and throw them at enemies. It's actually quite nice. Click execute the throw. Where are my enemies? Oh, these are enemies, aren't they? This is really cool. I love this. I don't know if you've done the pixies. Am I a bit more quiet than usual? Maybe. I turned my mic a little bit up. Yesterday I actually turned it down during the FF7 stream because of the high-pitched sound. So I was worried that was making noise, but there is a chance that I turned it all the way down. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. If I am still more quiet, I think this should be fine. But if I'm still quiet, or if there's, God forbid, that high pitched sound again, do let me know. I think it will be okay. Yeah, my AC is also a bit loud. I do have like noise suppression turned on, but it shouldn't affect me to the point where I'm unable uh to be heard. Like at this point, I don't even know what I'm pressing. I'm just like, oh, let's get this over with. Oh, I know what I should have done. I should have changed my gear. Was it on your end or was it on my end? I turned it up a little bit just in case, but hopefully I didn't ruin my FF7 settings, because for some reason those two games, that's hot. For some reason those two just require different settings overall. I should have changed my gear. I'm level 80 and I'm still wearing like level 70 gear, which is why this combat currently is taking freaking ages. I am my character is way too old for the gear that we're wearing, so we're gonna change. I should have also picked up the gear from I think that's the is that the Tempest, or where is it? This is definitely something we should have done. Yes, we're updating, and this is now us. I do hate that headgear, but that's okay. Um. Okay. Well, definitely, it was on my end, but is it still low? I think we should be okay now. Oh, I really want these mounts. If we do this now, and I come back here after I've done my quests, if I come back and do my beast tribes, there is a chance that today I will have both of my mounts. Hello, Hans! Welcome back! How are you doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Better than me in any case. I've been wanting to stream and have a good time today so bad, but I am sick again. And you know what? I even learned how to appreciate those days when I'm not sick. But it still happens. Like it's still my toddler is still very determined to bring the plague from his daycare group every single time. All right, let's get the fish trap, and this should be it when it comes to the Ilmex. Taking a walk outside for a change. Oh, nice. Do you know what? Outside is something I actually don't appreciate enough. Every time I go outside, like especially these days, like in the past month, I have not been outside too much. And every time I'm like, oh, I think well, I wanna turn the mic up, but yesterday I was turning it down because of that high pitched voice. So now I turned it up, and hopefully it's gonna be okay. I need to test that off stream. I don't know why I didn't do it before. I thought that I would just be fine. So I'm gonna keep turning it up until that high pitched sound appears. What would be cool is if I could receive that final quest now. That would allow me to have like a bonus reputation, like bonus 3 rep quest, so that I can be done with it. That would be so awesome, but I don't think they're gonna do that unless there's like a thing that procs on your second to last set of these beast tribes. No, nothing seems to be happening. Let me see. Yeah, there's nothing new here whatsoever. So we are at 1.1k. So if we do this after 5 p.m., we are going to be okay. Okay, thank you for letting me know about the sound. That is very important to me. Why did I do this on my level 80? I could have done this on any other character that I wanted to bring up. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to go to Thavnair and do my beast tribes on my Dark Knight, because he was the one who hit 80. I should not have been here. I should not have done this. What the hell? I should have come here with my Dark Knight, who's like 75 or 76 or whatever, because now the experience that I've gained, that I'm already level 80, is pretty minuscule. But luckily, I don't have to do these Arcasadara quests on my paladin anymore. My paladin was level 90, but I was too impatient to get the cart thing. So what I did is I was still doing these quests regardless. But now I don't have to do it anymore. I can do them on my character that I'm leveling like a normal person. That's fine. Okay, so what I want to check out though is my rep on Arcasadara is honored. Okay, so we're not even close because I was ignoring my Arcasadara quests, so that's pretty dumb. But we should be okay. Let's pick up some grass. I'll be done with this pretty soon, and then we're gonna switch to Samurai and do the rest of the stuff. Hello, Lunith, welcome back. Where do quests start for this group? Basically, if you haven't unlocked it yet, there should be 2 blue quests on your map. One is I think I made a video about it on the channel at some point. Like one is somewhere around here, and one is somewhere around here. There'll be blue quests, and there's like 2 chains to do. And once you do both of these chains, like a final quest gets unlocked. And then once you do that, the beast tribe will be here at Salt Winds, whatever it's called. Anywho, yeah, there is a guide. I think I published it like maybe 2 weeks ago or so, and I haven't even finished the rep myself because I was a bit lazy, but that's okay. But I do really want those mounts, and I do want this experience. I've actually been trying to level pretty hard. I finished some of my hunting logs. I'm doing my beast tribe quests, or are these still called beast tribe quests or tribal quests? I'm not sure anymore. Oh, was that was during the time? Do you know what? I can actually, okay, I'll look up the video. I'm sure I can find it. Just give me a second. Because I don't remember the names of these quests. It was pretty recent. Okay, there we go. They're called tribal quests now. Okay, there we go. I'll just post it here. This is it has the info on like chain 1 and chain 2. Okay, both of these are here, so I'll just import myself there. The story is honestly really good. And I purposefully don't read these quests on stream because I don't want to spoil them, and someone might want to discover them on their own. But for me, they've pretty much been repeating themselves. But like I said, I think during my streams, I normally try very hard to be, to be like really active and just, do what I've set out to do. If I said, okay, we're gonna do this quest today, I try really hard to do them, to talk about them or whatever. And today I'm just really sick and I'm really tired. And so just bear with me as I'm doing all of these side things and just taking occasional breaks from what I really want to and need to do because my mind cannot stay focused on a single thing today. So we're gonna plant this rotting meat instead of doing samurai quests. Honestly though, the samurai quests are really, really good. Yesterday we did level 50 to 60, and I have to say I didn't expect the story to be that good. I thought it was gonna be, decent or average. And I kind of am always inclined to believe that, I don't know, they might suck because everyone else says that job quests suck, but not every job quest sucks, and Dark Knight is not the only job that has a good, decent story. Dark Knight, don't get me wrong, Dark Knight has an amazing storyline, but it's not the only one. Samurai, yesterday, I expected it to be decent. I was pleasantly surprised with just how fucking incredible it was. So, to me at least, I like the culture, and the culmination of that whole storyline to me was just amazing. So it is something that most people don't consider. You, I want to say, don't consider content to be content, like a streamable content or whatever. I like stories. I don't care. I am sure that people who appreciate the stories will find it just as entertaining. The MSQ is not the only story based content that there is in the game. I really like them. In my opinion, the White Mage job quest is way too often go there and pray. And yeah, I'm actually doing the White Mage job quest right now. I've just received my job stone. So my White Mage is at level, I want to say level 33 or 34. 2 days ago I was level 10 for context, so I think I've been doing quite well. Honestly, leveling from like 10 to 30 or 40 or 50 or whatever, it's not that hard. I thought it was really hard, and honestly, it was giving me a lot of anxiety at first. Like I didn't know how I would how I would approach leveling leveling like from 1 to 50 because there's no like roulettes, no dungeons, no whatever. But I am pretty satisfied with my progress. And let me just okay, this finish this. I have like my little checklists of things to do. It sounds like I'm really simplifying Final Fantasy as a game by having a daily checklist of a sort, but it really helps me just remember what there is that I need or want to do. I think that's it when it comes to my dailies. This is my samurai. I don't know if you spotted my awesome lab yesterday, but I think it's kick-ass, and I'm very happy to be wearing it again. We're gonna go back to Ul'dah, and we're gonna start a new story. Uh, Alchemist, as an example, from 1 to 50, has a hard story to tell. It shows the horrors some went through after the calamity. I see. Do you know what? I really love the crafting stories. But my crafting stories for the longest time came to a halt because I didn't have the advanced recipes for like Master Goldsmith 3 and then Master Carpenter 3 and then Master Weaver 3 or whatever. Like I love these characters. I fucking love these stories. The stories are so good. The stories motivated me to go ahead and keep crafting. It's so they're so amazing. I love them. And I actually have acquired I have acquired these master recipes for some of my where are they? Let's say okay, leatherworking. I think I have it. Master recipes. I think this is master recipes 3. I started buying them because I realized over time as I was doing my custom deliveries, and this is my first custom deliveries ever that I was doing like on time within the current content. I realized that I can use the white scripts to go to, I think it was Mordona, and spend them to get those booklets. So for the longest time, I didn't know how to do that. And then I started getting this currency from Emilians. And at first I thought I was gonna like spend it on what, furniture or orchestrion rolls or whatever there was. But I'm very happy to actually be doing something useful. So now I have those books, and all that's left for me is to go and just continue these stories. Today we are opening a new chapter. These are 60 to 70 samurai quests, and you guys told me that there are also 70 to 80 samurai quests, which I'm not gonna say that I don't believe you, but I haven't yet seen any of the jobs except for Samurai and Reaper, who had a 70 to 80. So even if we have to do all of that today, we will do that. The level 1 and 2 books I used to get through crafting by the NPC. I actually don't remember at all how I acquired the 1 and 2 books. I know I have them, and maybe I was doing while leveling crafters, but I honestly can't remember. I am just very, very happy with my progress because I spent almost the entire year, or I want to say half a year since I started playing Final Fantasy, which is around a year ago, somewhere in June. Like from June till December, I haven't leveled a single alt job. I'm almost done with my tanks. My healer, White Mage is the only one left because I'll probably be doing this through Summoner. I have a few melees and I gotta finish Bard, and that is pretty much it. So I'm pretty happy and pretty excited about getting all this done and over with. And I'm pretty sure that at some point soon I will have all of my jobs in 90, and I will finally understand my chat, regardless of what you guys are talking about, because you have motivated me to actually go ahead and level my stuff. Also, I'm sorry that I'm eating, but I have to. I am starving and I'm sick and I don't care. I'm gonna turn off my AC now because I'll get even more sick. Anyways, a dignified visitor. Mamaziko is wearing a sheepish look that suggests a favor is coming your way. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, a woman had come on calling Musasai at the inn. Judging by her appearance, she is a compatriot and a samurai. At that time, I couldn't bring myself to break the news to her, but in hindsight, perhaps it's best that it came from you anyway, seeing that you were Musasai's pupil. The visitor is in front of Quicksand. You'll recognize her by her dignified air. Okay. I haven't done the Alchemist quest yet, no. Alchemist is the one that I will be starting from level 1. And honestly, the ones that I haven't started, if you guys are interested in seeing those stories or seeing them again, or especially for someone who doesn't want to level crafters at all, but they're interested in those stories, let me know because I can go through them. The only ones that I started and got to that point is Goldsmith. Goldsmith, I need to finish crafting that. What is it? The music box. This is I need to. This is the guy with the father who was fighting dragons and whatnot. This is the girl who wants to leave to go to war because her boyfriend is a warrior or whatever, and she wants to be a healer, I suppose. This is the poor girl who wanted to compete at the tournament, but didn't have the sword. Like those are the only 4 stories that I started. I could be finishing them, and then I can start doing the other stories as well. The stories are so good. Like for everyone who underestimates the crafting lore, like the drama that happens within these quests, you are missing out. And if you're missing out, maybe we can just do them together because I'm already doing all the side and quirky content that no one else does, so I might as well. Anyways. You appear to be a samurai, yet you are not of our land. May I ask who addresses me? Oh god, now I need to break it to her that the guy died. That's just so bad. Well, that you should be Master Musasai's pupil. Tell me, where might I find him? You know, yesterday. Is that the way of it? Words cannot well express my sorrow. I had the honor of being acquainted with your master in the past. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Makoto of the Seki Segumi. Ours is the peacekeeping force of Kugane, a port city in Hingashi. I wonder if I actually get to go there with these quests. That'd be cool. I journeyed across the seas, hoping to meet Master Musasai, but it seems I must settle for paying my respects. Might I trouble you to show me to his resting place? The Silver Bazaar, you call it. Oh, it's so beautiful there, isn't it? I am in your debt. Let us away then. Yeah, it's like this is the conversation that I did not want to have today. Oh gosh. Also, I'm sick to the point where I have to be doing these disgusting sick things as well, and I have no intention of turning off my camera every time. I'll just mute myself. But if I ever do remain muted, even after the act, do let me know. Anywho, We're gonna go back there. Very sad. Very, very sad indeed. Oh gosh. Today, our goal is survival. If we can finish these quests, great. But my mindset is heavily just working towards preserving my energy. Honestly, I can't wait for tonight's stream because I think I'm getting so used to the controller, at least in FF7, to the point where I just want to lay in my chair and just hold that controller instead of just sitting at the keyboard. I will never play Final Fantasy with a controller. You know, God forbid. That would be a travesty. Never will I ever reach that point. But Luneth is sure doing his best to get me to try. That's just not gonna be happening. What am I doing? I'm not even pressing my buttons right. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I don't need an AoE. Come on. You think some jobs are better on control? Does it depend on the job? Like how would you like divide them? Like which ones would you say are better with the controller and why? There's no mistaking your blade work. Indeed, Master Musasai trained you. Forgive me for standing idle as you fought, but I had to make certain that you spoke the truth. Master Musasai seldom took on pupils, you see, but any doubt I may have harbored has been utterly dispelled. Now then, let us continue on. I wonder how close they were. Obviously, she cared a lot about him. But like up until this funeral, I didn't even know or recognize just how beautiful this place is. And I think this, well, obviously this sword only happens to you and unlocks for you after you've done the story. So I think that's pretty cool. A beautiful ocean view. He will surely be at peace here. Like I don't know how healers heal with a controller. Honestly, like how do you like get yourself used to, you know, targeting and like switching your target? Ugh, I don't know. It just feels so annoying. As you may know, Master Musasai has had one other pupil before you. Ugetsu is his name, and he is wanted in Hingashi for the murder of countless dignitaries in the Bakufu, our nation's government. Though his weren't the hands that wielded the blade, Master Musasai created the killer, and in the eyes of the law, he was deemed no less responsible. As a samurai, he was expected to commit seppuku in order to atone for the crime, but he refused. As a result, he was branded a craven in Hingashi. But naught could be further from the truth. Master Musasai fled not because he feared death. This I know in my heart. This I knew in my heart. And beholding your blade work, I know now that this is what he sought to do. He wished to make amends by training a new pupil. Such was the shame he felt. Death was not sufficient atonement. Nay, the only way he might know peace was to begin anew, with a worthy successor who would bring him honor. Know that Ugetsu is no common killer. He's a notorious insurgent who seeks to tear down the status quo. No few samurai sympathize with his cause, and every day more rally to his banner. I see. For a time he remained in hiding, but our operatives report that he has recently resurfaced in Kugane. By all indication, he is poised to strike a heavy blow against the Bakufu. It was for no other purpose but to petition Master Musasai's aid that I journeyed here. Alas, it was not to be. As I came, so too must I return, alone. Maybe we can go. My thanks for showing me here. Brief though it was an honor to meet you. I kind of miss questing in Kugane. I wish we could go back. I hope that's where the quests actually take us. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. Quicksand, that's See, I thought that I would never learn these locations without looking at the map. The moment I did that, I felt at home in Eorzea. The moment I learned, I mean. Also, have you guys noticed how many sprouts there suddenly are in FF. I've actually been noticing quite a bit. Hi, Victor, welcome back, and Adwin, good morning, and welcome back as well. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. How have you been? It's like since yesterday or day before yesterday, coincidentally, just around the time when Asmongold returned to I almost said WoW to Final Fantasy, like sprouts have just been all over the place. Today I got so many new players in dungeons. I think each one of my dungeons and raids had a bonus for being with someone who's doing it for the first time. I thought that was pretty cool for me and for them. Do you think we're facing another wave? He took her to see Mususai. Doubtless he was happy to have a visitor, and one from his homeland besides. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, and congratulations again. Graduation is huge. So the Wayward pupil is up to no good again. It's certainly worrying, but there isn't much outsiders like us can do. We can only hope that Makoto and her comrades will triumph over this Ugetsu. I'll let you return to your business, but pay me a visit from time to time, here? It's lonely without the old man around. I'm sure we're gonna get to the point where we're going there. Yeah, my throat is pretty sore as well. I completely sympathize with that. And you can unfortunately hear it as well. Yeah, I noticed so many sprouts. Not as much in Limsa, because in Limsa you mostly have just like people who have been around forever, just standing there glamming. But in Gridania and Ul'dah, it's like they're everywhere. Okay, so we can just continue with these. Mamaziko has a letter addressed to you in his care. Oh, that's from the girl who went to Kuganik, I guess. Oh my god, my throat is just it's just dead today. Like I said, today we're preserving energy, we're being nice to our bodies, we're eating soup, and we're trying to take care of ourselves so that we can stream in the evening. That'd be cool. Ah, B, I have a letter for you that arrived in the inn. It's from Makoto, the Hingan samurai who came all the way here seeking Mususai. Can't imagine what this might be about. Let's find out, shall we? Dear V, I pray this letter finds you well. You received me with kindness when first we met, and I write to you in hopes of depending upon your kindness once more. You will recall what I told you of Ugetsu and his growing faction of insurgents. Upon my return to Kugane, I was dismayed to find that his influence had spread to alarming proportions. Outbreaks of violence have become a regularity, and the men and women of the Seki Segumi struggle to maintain order. Each day we fight, and each day our strength is shorn further. The enemy, it shames me to say, completely has our measure. I shall speak plain. We are in desperate need of aid, and I beseech you to lend your katana to our cause. As Master Mususai's last pupil, your skills would help us to turn the rising tide. So we do get to go to Kugane. That's awesome. I know full well that I ask much of you, to journey halfway across the world and involve yourself in a struggle not your own. Yet ask I must, for should the Bakufu fall, the realm would be plunged into chaos and innocent people would be subjected to untold suffering. It's funny how whenever you do a quest, there's this situation that could be just completely detrimental to the entire world, but somehow you are in the right place at the right time, and if you weren't, everything would just go to shit. So it just kind of makes you wonder if like the rest of the world is just falling apart without your help. With all my being, I pray that you will answer our call, and ere long we shall meet again in Kugane. Sincerely yours, Makoto. Like, the way I explain that to myself is like, I'm thinking, okay, now I'm helping here, but like with so many other adventures around the place, someone else is like taking care of something that is also happening at the moment. That's my, like, in my mind, that's how I immerse myself, how I explain to myself, like, how it is that the whole world is not falling apart, because we're not the chosen one or whatever, we're just one of the adventurers. Mususai's first and final pupils pitted against each other. There's certainly poetry in that, and you can take comfort in the knowledge that you'd be fighting on the side of justice. As Makoto writes, though, it's a lot to ask, and the decision is yours to make. But for my unsolicited opinion, I reckon you should do it. For the old man is, if for no one else. I'm not even asked. I'm just, She was like, it's your decision, but ultimately the quest just inevitably leads you to Kagana. That's ridiculous. Okay. We go to. There's Etherite. There's barracks. I think we can benefit from teleporting there. Mm. I don't know. I think what I really want to do with my streams and my content is I never want to get to the point where I'm giving people reason to believe that there is no content. Yes, a lot of this is catch-up content, but a lot of people have also skipped these quests when doing them, or they haven't done them at all. And the game is so big. Like I have this like nerdy nature, and I took the time to research like everything that there is to do. And there's such an overwhelming amount of content that I just want to be, I just really want to be the kind of content creator who will always be doing something that's new, because there's so many new things to do that, I don't know, I mean, I like raiding, but my completionist nature is preventing me from doing extremely repetitive content for extended periods of time. I like to go there and experience it, but I also like to step back and do everything else that's on the side. Like, I know after a few years these things might be complete, but there's also going to be new content to be done. And I just really want to make sure I know all these stories, because the MSQ is not the only good story in Final Fantasy. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Because like sometimes people, I don't know, might come into my stream and they're like, why is she streaming this? It's just I don't know, like I just want to explore everything that the game has to offer, not just the MSQ, and so far it's been amazing. Hey Samurai, yet yours is not a familiar face. Makoto's foreign guest, I take it. My apologies, but she is not on hand to receive you. She's presently leading a mission to Sakazuki, where insurgent leaders are meeting in secret. However, they are late to return, and I must confess that I grow worried. I would go and find him myself, but I cannot well abandon my post. Might I ask you to go in my stead? Sure. And I understand also that a lot of people, will. Oh, I could have gone by ferry. That's okay. I honestly, I just have to be completely honest. I like raiding, but I don't love raiding. I like to experience it and like give it a try, but I'm not overly concerned. Like I'm just a person who has a very hard time explaining to herself why gear is necessary. Like I understand if you want to do high-end content, you want the gear and whatnot, but it's never been the thing that I really strive for. It's never been something I obsess over. Obviously, as I'm playing the game, I'm getting my poetics or astronomies or whatever it is. I do spend them, I do buy my gear, but I get it like through other ways. And maybe it's because of the fact that I don't have that much time to play or stream or whatever. Maybe I don't know, like I think I'm only ready to do repetitive content when I've done everything else. Like for as long as there are stories to go through that I don't know, like side stories, like job stories, like whatever. I feel like my like progression through the game is not done, because there are things that I don't know. Once I know everything, once I've cleared, all the side quests, and once I've leveled all the jobs and leveled all my crafters and have gone through all those, like even the crafter role quests, like the ones on Crystarium, they are. Should I call them crafter role quests? Like the I don't know their name. But like when you go to Crystarium where the crafters are, like once you have your every crafter at 80, there's like a blue quest. I started them. I can actually show it to you. It's these things. There's the Forge Master, And then there's this. This is for, I actually don't know. But for as long as I haven't done these, I think my job isn't done. Gregorius, welcome back. How are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing, amazing weekend. This is speak about crafters. Why? Do you not like the stories? Like, I love the lore. I mean, I don't professionally craft, professionally, competitively, or whatever. I don't spend my time doing that kind of stuff. But oh yeah, I'll show you the sword. It's nothing special actually. I don't even think I have it glammed. By the kami, it's really you. I know not how to thank you. We caught wind of a secret insurgent meeting and came here hoping to learn something of their plans. But they were the ones who knew of ours. They were expecting us and had laid a trap. Before we knew what was happening, but allergic to crafters because I was a London writer. I see. Yeah, no, I don't craft to craft. I do crafting activities that give me pieces of lore, if that's in any way, shape, or form a good reason to level crafters. I love the drama through job quests. And honestly, the items that you get as a crafter, like through those quests, if you already have your crafters level, they sell for a lot of gil on the market board. The crafter stories are amazing, and yeah, that's unapologetically my reason for leveling crafters, so that I can do all the crafter role quests and these ones. Joseph, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. No, the crafter stories, like, they're full of drama. I freaking love them. We Hingans live by a rigid caste system, wherein one's standing in society is inherited rather than earned. My comrade, he hailed from a poor farming village. His family grew scarcely enough to pay Lord his dues, and it was all they could do not to starve. In order to escape the shackles of his birth, he sought a new life in Kugane, a more progressive district where a man may yet rise above his station. He became a samurai in hopes that he might one day have the power to bring about change. Change to an irrational system that holds people hostage to their birth. I see. Oh, how is the fishing story? I've never done this. Samurai the Eastern Paladin. Totally, right? I've been saying that for such a long time. I'm actually so excited about the lore. Souls such as him make up the Seki Segumi, those raised with a plow in hand and not a blade. You'll find none among us born into a samurai family. Ours is a ragtag band gathered from the lower rungs of society. Yet for our disparate origins, we are patriots all. Ugitsu and his cohorts, too, claim to be patriots. But in order to bring about their change, they would as soon see our nation razed to the ground. As with any nation, Hingashi is not free of problems, far from it. But should the Bakufu be toppled, the great lords would rise against each other in a bid for power. The realm would be transformed into a battlefield, and another age of blood would begin. If we are to prevent this, if we are to protect the peace, Ugetsu must not be allowed to succeed, no matter the cost. Fishing story is okay, not exceptional, but okay. I see. Honestly, when it comes to the paladin story, I was, even though it's my main, I was not in love with it. I tried very hard to get myself into it, but like the whole Coliseum and like the tournament and that little boy who wanted to be the paladin, I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't like, up until the role quests in Shadowbringers, I was not in love with Paladin's job quests or lore, which was a real damn shame because for the longest time I thought that the job quests just suck because the paladin one just didn't like. Yes, there was a cool twist like at the end of Realm Reborn where you figure out who the enemy was and whatnot. Like that was kind of a cool moment, but it wasn't as good as some of the other ones that I did. Forgive me, now is not the time to hold forth on my passions. I shall bear my comrade back to the barracks. Pray join me there. Oh gosh. Okay, time to mute myself again if I want to breathe. Yeah, Paladin does suck, but you know what else sucks? Monk sucks, and Bard also sucks. At least the Realm Reborn ones. And honestly, I finished Monk Realm Reborn and Bard Realm Reborn job quests to through like I finished them off stream, and I never regretted it because the story was just so boring. The only good moment of the entire monk story was when we meet that scientist and he keeps calling us stupid. That was the only funny thing about the monk story. Apart from that, it is just so bad. It is so bad. And even like the white mage, I thought it was bad, but then like we have this whole moment where that girl who we're going with, she goes through this personal transformation and stuff like that. It's okay, but not perfect. For me, Bard, okay, Bard was cool because you meet another Alia well, actually two of them. You meet the sisters, and then you kind of get more info about like their personal drama and the story and whatnot. And yes, it's kind of cool how that guy hates you and then he suddenly starts liking you or whatever. That part is kind of nice. Dragoon I haven't done yet. Actually, I will remember that is potentially something that we can do together. Bard, you literally sing for the dead people. Yeah, I don't know. I found it boring. Hello, Franz. How are you doing? And welcome. I hope you're having an amazing, amazing weekend. Uh, the enemy should know our plans. The loss of a comrade pains us, but we are grateful for Makoto's preservation. She has told me all. As Master Muso-sized pupil, your blade would be most welcome in these dire times. Please pray allow me to confirm your intent. By your coming to Kugane, may we take it to mean that you will aid us in our fight. Aid? What if we say no? Do they, like, I want to see what happens. Is that so? I'll not hide my disappointment. You have a change of heart. Ha! They sent me to, like, the beginning of the quest. Fine. Like, sometimes I just like to see what they're gonna say when we refuse. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Our cause is much bolstered for your blade. Without further ado, I would introduce you to our captain. However, there's one thing I must ask of you. Pray keep the fact that you're a Master Musa-sized pupil to yourself. It may make a little sense to you, but that you share the master with a wanted criminal, I guess, yeah, would mark you out for suspicion. That is simply the way of it in our culture. Lieutenant Shiden alone knows the truth and understands, but few are as open-minded as him. Ah, it occurs to me I've yet to introduce myself. As Makoto says, I am Shiden, Lieutenant of the Sekisegami, and may I apologize for our orders penchant for procedure. When I sent you to find Makoto in my stead, I could not leave my post due to a prior duty, tending to the whims of a visiting dignitary, pressing business as you'll no doubt appreciate. Now if you'll wait just a moment, I shall bring Captain Kongo hither. The real bards are nearly an extinct art form. Yeah, that's something I guess they tell you. But, like, I don't know, to me, it was... They try to explain to you how it makes sense to go from an archer to bard, but for me, it's lore-wise, it's still not clicking. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing it. I don't feel that. Maybe I spent too much time, like, in WoW as a hunter who's never played a tune in her life, but like it just doesn't make sense to me. May I present to you V. Reese, who has journeyed from faraway Eorzea to aid our cause. Though she is not of our land, I have witnessed her skill at arms firsthand and had every confidence that she will prove an invaluable ally. Oh, I'm so excited for FF7 tonight. I'm stoked. And like I said, I'm starting to be really, like, just really spoiled by controller. Like, I know I could play Final Fantasy on controller as well, but like I'm just not seeing it currently. Like, I know I want to be using my keyboard, but doing this in my evening streams, just sitting like this and just holding my controller and just having a fun time, it doesn't even feel like I'm streaming at all. Like, it just feels like very chill time. I'm not like, I don't know. I feel a lot more comfortable. I never thought I would say that, but yeah, yesterday it took 2 hours to almost get to that part that I was supposed to do yesterday, but I was so tired. Tonight we're making up for it. Tonight we are doing We are doing a lot tonight. I wanna aim for at least like 3 hours of solid gameplay that hopefully doesn't involve puzzles that get me stuck there for like 15 minutes. It's gonna be awesome. Captain, you would have us trust our lives to an outsider. For all we know, she is one of Ugetsu's or even an Imperial spy. Oh, come on, that's very far fetched. Captain, please, be as a good woman and true. I personally vouch for her identity and shall assume all responsibility for her actions. No, I had plenty of rest this morning. Well, I mean, I got up at like 9:30. I mean, I just couldn't get myself out of bed earlier because like my throat was hurting, and I thought I'm just going to die if I get up like when I normally do. So I got up and I had a really chill day, knowing that I'm gonna have this stream, and in between my two streams, I'm gonna have a tutoring lesson that I have on Sundays, and then after my lesson, I'm having the stream. So tonight is worky worky, but we'll get through it. Should her origin give you cause to doubt, you would do well to doubt us all. The sons and daughters of nameless farmers and laborers, and the kami know what else. Hmm, very well, but mark my words, outsider. A single misstep, and I will cut you down. All right. Uh, Forgive me, Captain, my friend. He holds himself responsible for all our losses, and we fight a losing battle. In spite of our best efforts, we are no closer to ascertaining Ugetsu's whereabouts, nor do we know the full extent of his operations. And in light of the recent, oh my god, like when they do this, like, do you see how their hand is clipping their robe? Oh, that irks me so much. And in light of the recent ambush, I fear there's a breach in our security. As if we had not problems enough, Excellency the Tyro, one of our nation's most powerful men, has chosen his juncture to come to Kugane on an embassy visit. Ugetsu will surely look to wreak further chaos, and it falls to the Seki Segumi to keep our honored guests hale and whole. We will be out in force providing security, and I pray that we can rely on your blade as well. Yeah, imagine the scandal if they fail. Like someone gets to visit Kugane and like they just get like basically caught down on their visit. That would be horrible. I too must beg your forgiveness for the captain's outburst. With naught to show for our efforts, he grows ever more irritable. Now then, I must return to my duties. We have no tasks for you at present, but in case of an emergency, pray remain near and with your katana near at hand. Okay, I haven't exited the cutscene since I said that and I'll show you my weapon. I actually am not sure if I'm wearing another one because I just switched my gear. Let me see. What am I wearing? Oh, this is the one. Is it gland? What? It's still my level 60. I need to go get a new one because I just hit 80 and apparently I was wearing a level 60 katana, but luckily the rest of my gear is okay. Um, is it? I swear I saved it. Okay. Never mind, I'm wearing a very ordinary level 60 katana that is very embarrassing to have at level 80. But that's okay. How do I sheath? There we go. I do kind of like it. It is nice. I don't know. I care a lot about clipping. Like, whenever I see clipping in a cutscene, I cringe so hard. Anyway, let's go. Makoto's stricken look bespeaks a serious incident. Oh, what happened? V, it's terrible. Like, okay, in my defense, all I've been doing with my Sam is like Beast Tribe quests and a very occasional alliance raid. It's not like I seriously harmed someone with my level 60 katana. It's terrible. Captain Congo, he has committed seppuku. What? That's the guy who we just met. What? He wished to atone for his failure to catch Ugetsu and the casualties we've incurred, so he wrote in the letter they found next to his body. With His Excellency Tyro soon to arrive in Kugane, all is in chaos. We haven't even had the chance to hold funeral rites. It is as all Shiden can do to keep our order functioning, yet function we must, for the Tyro is likely to be targeted by Ugetsu and his cohorts. That is terrible! Like, you think everything's fine. You meet a guy and you're like, oh, this guy is cool. You know, we've established some relationship, and now he trusts us and we can quest for him, and then like the next quest is like, oh, he's gone. Like, no spoilers, but that's kind of how I felt at the very beginning of Shadowbringers. Like when we go to the first and we meet that guy in front of the city, and like next thing you know, like I don't want to spoil it too much in case there's someone who hasn't gone through Shadowbringers, but I doubt it. I think is everyone here past Shadowbringers? Maybe, probably. um okay. As part of the security detail, I'm tasked with patrolling the Short Pier area. I should be grateful for your extra pair of eyes. I am in your debt. If all strikes you as suspicious, I ask that you notify me at once. But imagine this, like they had to like design a whole person, like NPC to be in this cutscene only for him to be killed off in the next quest. Like, I know that designing an NPC isn't really that hard, but imagine being that NPC that only shows up in like one single quest before he gets killed. That is just terrible. Okay, we should go to the markets. It was for a while in me because this was shown even for NPCs in a game when he dies a second later. So is he the only one, or that should be the actor that is known to play only roles that got killed? Yeah, that's pretty terrible. That is pretty bad. I don't know if I'm supposed to go underneath this bridge or up, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, never mind. If I got it wrong, I have to go all the way back. Never mind. Oh, Sean Bean is famous for that? I did not know that. I swear one day I will forget to mute myself and you'll get to hear this. And it will be the day I stop streaming. Sorry guys, I'm so sick. There is nothing out of the ordinary. That's amazing. That is all we ever wanted. How do I get myself? Oh god, we have to climb up and then go to the other side of this bridge thing, right? I don't see how else we can get there. One day I will forget and I will blow as hard as I can, and then I will realize to my utmost utter horror that I forgot. And you will laugh and laugh and laugh, but you will never see me again. I wish it was a summer cold, but I have a toddler in daycare, and every couple weeks he brings plague back home. And it sucks. And he's fine. He's pretty resilient, but I am not. You catch sight of a quaint charm. Okay. Telltale Games was known that they show the message when you do something that affects an NPC character who will remember this. Even when this character is... Oh, so that's pretty much the foreshadowing that they will die later on. That is good to know. I will remember that next time we play a Telltale. Do you know how many good Telltales I actually found that we're gonna play this year? We are gonna have a freaking blast. And also those games that you posted in Discord, they are creepy, but into the jar they went because they look pretty damn cool. Especially the point and click one, the horror game. I'm weirdly excited for that one, and I will definitely play it. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there we go. Okay, so there you are. Did you observe all suspicious? I never understood the real concept of what a charm is, to be honest. Like, they always show it like as a bag, but like, what is it? A charm, and it is stained with blood. But where have I seen it before? Oh, I played Life is Strange. I played it back when it came out, but I was still streaming on this Twitch channel, but I didn't unfortunately upload it on YouTube. So I played the first game, but I have the second and the third to play through, and it's already in my game jar. So as soon as we get to it, I'm gonna play number two and number three for sure. The first one was so good. Charm is a bag, often items that should bring luck. I see. This belonged to Captain Congo. There's no mistake. It ever adorned his neck. But how did it come to be at the docks? Did you actually see his body? Perhaps he went for a stroll before he take thinking his own. Like, there's something a little bit off about this. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he didn't like commit suicide after all. Like, there's something off for sure. Oh man, I love today's glam. I'm just so in love with my character. No, I myself did not see it. Could it be 'twas but a ruse, that the captain did not kill himself, but rather was slain by insurgents? I mean, if we're here to spread conspiracy, might as well. Kami preserve, if this is true, it would mean the enemy walks among us. Maybe we're the enemy. We must notify Shiden at once and have him bolster security around the Tyro to the Thabnarian consulate. Let's go. Piece of paper with an inscription or object that offers protection or luck. I see. It's like when she said that the thing was hanging around his neck. I instantly imagined like a little baggie of like, do you know like that bag of like scented like plants, like herbs and such that you put in your wardrobe so that your clothes can like smell well. Like over here they were really popular in the 90s and such. So I imagine him carrying one like that because that's exactly like the picture of the item, like when you turn it in the quest, that looks exactly like that. uh, there she is. Why isn't the lieutenant here? What is he doing? What's he doing? Calm now. Surely you know of His Excellency the Tyro's predilections. Predilections. You mean the rumors were true? It is whispered that the Tyro is wont to indulge his voracious appetite for pleasure houses under the guise of official duty. Oh my god. If this is the case, then he will be in Sanjo Hanamachi, and so too will Shiden. Let us hurry. So we need to go to the brothel to find a politician. How very how very how very appropriate. I'm sure that they took a lot of inspiration from real life too. Yeah, I have them in my wardrobe as well. I think I have a lavender one. And I say 90s to not make myself, you know, too old or sound too old, but yeah, I still use them too. uh, the Doma restoration, like the kimono that you receive at the end. Oh, that one is so cool. How many of you guys have done the Doma restoration quest? There's a sick glam if you're into like Eastern things, samurai stuff, and whatnot. It's actually pretty much worth it. Shiden, what are you doing? You two, why are we not at the docks? I was given to understand that Tyro is come not on official but personal business. Aye, that he is, but that is none of your concern, our concern. At any rate, I have the area well covered. You may return to your stations. So he was lying about going to like a business trip, but instead he goes to a whorehouse. That's probably like a very elaborate lie that he had to come up with to justify the trip to like his wife or whatever. Wow. She didn't wait. There's no danger here. Why was your katana drawn? Is it possible that he killed the captain? That he's actually our enemy? You're too clever by half. More's the pity we failed to finish you off on Sakazuki. Is it possible that he is actually our the enemy? That's insane. That is so bad. Oh my god. Your foreign friend was supposed to die then as well, but we underestimated Musasai's pupil. How could you, Shiden? The captain was your friend. Let me tell you a tale. I was born in a farming village and grew up in squalor. What's a squalor? Our liege lord was a tyrant, one who wrung us peasants for everything we had. None dared to rise up for fear of their lives. Do you notice how every time a villain gets caught, they tell us a story about what got them to be that way? It's like every single villain everywhere in every single story thinks that whatever they have to say is the reason, is an appropriate and good reason for their behavior. That is so bad. Oh, Squalor is very poor. Oh, okay. My parents, pushed to the brink of survival, mustered the courage to speak out. For their troubles, they were promptly arrested, but it did not end there. Nay, our Lord wished to make an example, and so he had them burned alive before the gathered villagers. My god! How old was she then? That is horrible, though. Like I was about to judge him, but you know, maybe him being a criminal is completely justified. No, probably not. Still not. Though through gritted teeth, I watched my mother and father die, powerless to help. In that moment, I vowed myself that one day I would change all that is wrong with the world. I took up the katana and trained like a man possessed, and eventually won a place in the Seki Segumi. In the beginning, I was overjoyed. Finally, I could make a difference. But reality couldn't be more different, and ere long, I came to see the Seki Segumi for what it was, a tool of the powers that be, glorified guardsmen who patrol the streets for petty criminals. Samurai, justice, these things are not but hollow ideals, and they can change nothing. This I realized to my despair. This is what happens when you're too excited about your first job, and then you get the job, and then you're like, well, this is shit, like after a few months of being there, and then you either quit or become a lunatic who goes around killing people like this guy. But then I met Lord Ugetsu, and he awakened me to the truth that in order to bring about true change, we must bring down the Bakufu. We must tear down the establishment and dig it up from its rotted roots. Yeah, I can see it. Like I understand how it happened, but I don't know. It's like I had so many points in my life where I was like something horrible or traumatic happens, and I sit there and I'm like, am I gonna become one of those people you see in the news now? Am I just going to go batshit crazy and just do something that right now I feel like would be the right thing to do, or will I collect my shit together and continue to exist and try to be a functional member of the society? Like I've had to face that choice so many times, and I hope that I will always choose the latter, but you are my comrade and I feel your pain, but Ugetsu's path leads only to death and destruction. Countless people would be made to suffer. No more than what we endured in our village. There is no hope for Kingashi but to be reborn in fires of conflict. This is madness. I will not allow your twisted vision to be realized. Then it seems we must cross blades. But are you certain you wish to do so here, where an uninviting passer-by could come to harm? It wouldn't reflect well upon the Seki Segumi, I know. Let us take this to Matsuba Square. The others are out on security detail, and there will be no one to disturb us. Well, that's a good opportunity to make your escape. And oh god, I'm still with my level 60 katana. I don't even know if that matters here. But we are... It's actually starting to matter because we are higher level than that duty. It's starting to matter quite a bit. You were my favorite, Makoto. This gives me no pleasure. I bet. I bet it does give him some amount of pleasure, though. Oh, shit. I hate it when I press the wrong button. Like with the combo and all, but luckily now we're gonna have to do an AoE. So it's all good. It is the Seki Segami. Your friends, we are betrayed. The lieutenants... Oh my god, they're all working for him. Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit! What? Oh my god. It's like not just one corrupt policeman, but the whole police station has gone to shit. This is like in Gotham. This is exactly what it's like in Gotham. Wow. By the way, is the in-game sound too low? Just let me know. Wow, this is Gotham. Now I know. Holy shit. Like on stream, is the music, like in-game music too low? It could be because I turned it down quite a lot. The game sound is okay? Oh, okay, okay. This is Gotham. Have you guys seen Gotham the show? Holy shit. You try to kill me. Wow. Like, this story is so crazy. They go too fast, so I don't read it out loud, but... So he's still calling me a foreigner. Amazing. Gotham is probably one of the best shows, especially DC, that I've seen. I love Gotham. And I have a weird crush on the Riddler as well. I know it's totally wrong. And don't think poorly of me once you watch the show and you're like, oh my god, she has a weird ass type. Don't think poorly of me. I do love the Riddler. I promise you though, that is not normally my type. There's just something about him. That kept me watching the entire show. I don't know if it's the Riddler itself, like the character, or the actor. I think it might be the actor from the show. He is so good. I don't know. I think he's insanely attractive in his madness. Well, it seems that our level 60 katana has done the job after all. It's time for me to mute myself again. I don't know. To me, he's just amazing. Like the way the actor just kind of pulled off the role is crazy. Like I said, one day I will forget to mute. It is over, Shiden. Over. Mekonga, this is only the beginning. Long live Lord Ugetsu. Oh my god, what a shit show. There's something about him this from Harley Quinn once before. The premise that the outcome is nice. No. And falling for guys like the Riddler is probably not the right thing to do, but I don't know. I just he's one of my like famous people crushes, like the biggest ones that I've ever had, which is probably not something I should share in public. But farewell, old friend. May we meet again in the next life. Captain, think the commie are safe. Will you tell us what happened? I will, but first there's something I must do. V, your timely intervention. For your timely intervention, I give you my thanks, and for my earlier discourtesy, I beg your forgiveness. Allow me to thank you also. Were you not on hand, there's no telling what might have come to pass. Well, luckily he's alive at least. With me gone, Shinnen would have had free reign. He was the last any of us would have suspected. When he told us that you had committed seppuku, none thought to question it. Ah, a convenient lie, but a poor one. Any who know me well should know that I would not take my leave ere I had dealt with the insurgents. To do so would be the greater shame by far. Now then, let me recount to you my tale. Late at night, she then summoned me to the docks to discuss an urgent matter. As I approached him, the wretch slashed out at me without warning, though I couldn't react in time to dodge the blade, for a blessing had caught my charm, sparing me a fatal wound. My momentum sent me over the docks and into the sea, where I remained until it was safe to resurface. Jesus. My lungs were ripe to burst when Shinnen finally left. So he couldn't, like, swim under the docks and kind of, just stick his head out just so that, like, he can breathe some air. That must have been tough. Such an ordeal that must have been. Having learned that there were traitors besides Shiden, I kept to the shadows and watched their movements, and the rest you know. With the Tyra safe and the traitors dealt with, we may return to the barracks. Let us continue our conversation there. Pete, thanks again for your help. Well, at least he's alive. That's good to know. Like him dying, I don't know. Like it seemed kind of fishy, honestly, because we didn't see the body. There were no witnesses, none whatsoever, and it just felt strange. But who are we to question it, right? At least they didn't design the NPC just for one quest, like we thought. You journeyed here from a distant land in order to lend your strength to our beleaguered order, yet I drew my blade upon you. As it turned out, 'twas those whom I thought I knew I trusted that betrayed me. Suffice it to say, I feel a right fool. But now we have succeeded in rooting out all traitors in our ranks. Are you sure about that? That we have, and from those we caught, we were able to bring out some key details of their operation. Shinen had been seducing our men over to Ugetsu's side. Those who proved unamenable, unamenable to his advances were killed, like our comrade in the recent mission. It makes my blood boil to think that those most loyal among us were struck down by treachery. What of Ugetsu's whereabouts? It appears he makes his base on the mainland, somewhere in Yangsha, but the precise location still eludes us. Forgive me if I speak out of turn, Captain, but even as we laid our lives on the line, Atara went about satisfying his urges. Can we truly say that we protected the peace this day? Well, I do understand your frustration, Makoto. Yet for his many vices, there's no denying that the instrumental role the Tyra plays in keeping the realm whole. Even ever are the great lords watching for a fracture to form. by which they might break the status quo and usurp power. Through skillful intercession and manipulation, the Tairo keeps each of them in check. It is no secret that Bakufu is a cesspool of corruption, but in spite of this, we must protect the peace. Such is a samurai's calling. After we dealt with body stacking enemies, I got one rule: no body, no death. Oh god! Though you come to us from afar, you share this calling with us. I pray that we can continue relying upon your blade, my Ijin samurai friend. Allow me to add my voice to the captains. You are a stalwart ally to our cause and the samurai troop. Master Musasai was not mistaken in choosing you. So we have 2 more quests from this story at least. Makoto has tidings regarding Ugetsu's whereabouts. Great tidings, V. We ascertained the location of Ugetsu's hideout. Captain Kongo has the details. A moment if you would. Damn, we gotta catch that guy. Oh yeah, definitely. This was super strange. You are welcome. We scoured Shiden's quarters and what should turn up among his possessions, but the missives he received from Ugetsu. They point to a certain ruin in Yangsha. Now, word of Shiden's demise will have already reached Ugetsu, and he must assume that we will track him down ere long. But he cannot run. To do so, after losing his right hand, would cost him much of the momentum he has painstakingly gained. As I see it, 2 choices remain to Ugetsu. He will await our coming, or he will bring the fight to us. Either way, the stakes are high. As you know, Ugetsu is a peerless swordsman. Only you, who best in Shiden, and perhaps myself, could stand a chance against him. As captain, my place is here at the barracks. While I hold fort, I bid you and Makoto journey to Yangsha, there to hunt down Ugetsu. I shall pray for your safety and success. If instead the rogue should show himself here, rest assured I will give him a rousing welcome. Yangsha lies upon the mainland across the Ruby Sea. We will first make for Namai, a small mountain village, and thence go after Ugetsu and his cohorts. Let's go. I need to finish my soup. My god, my throat hurts. I should have cancelled today's lesson. But as it stands, I don't really have the luxury to do so. So I take advantage of the break, like between the 2 streams on Sunday, from 7:30 to 8:30 to do that lesson. It's like, while you're still growing, as a content creator, even if you're full-time, you don't like, there's just no luxury to say no to side jobs. So I try to combine the 2, and so far it's working out. The ruin serving as Ugetsu's hideout is near. I shall scout on ahead. Meanwhile, pray scour the area for insurgents and tend to them. No, I only have honestly right now I only have 1 student because my schedule can't handle any more. I have her on Sundays. And those classes actually pay well, so I don't really have the luxury to say no to them. But I don't advertise myself like online or anything like that. I just pretty much go by word of mouth at this point. And if they have like friends or someone who is in need, from time to time I will jump in. But I'm not, like, at the moment I'm not taking any more students. So I just do that 1 lesson, and it's working out for sure. Like, if I felt like I had to, then I would have probably done less of like content creation and would have been doing more classes. But for now, I think I can afford this because I'm really trying to just be stable at least by the end of this year on YouTube. I only got partnered last year, so I'm definitely still facing the growing pains, but I'm okay with that. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And considering like everything that I've been through in the past like 6 months or so, I'm actually pretty happy to even to even be in the position to why was I doing this? Why didn't I just never mind. Um I'm actually pretty grateful that I'm in the position to just continue streaming and actually have it consistently in my schedule. I didn't think I would get there considering everything. I didn't think I'd get there before summer. So the fact that I've managed to somehow stay consistent with it over the past few months for me is quite big. But things are definitely getting better in that way. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm a lot less worried. I worry a lot less than I used to. Oh, I should have just. There we go. If I summon my Chocobo here, is that gonna... That's gonna work. Oh, even my Chocobo is on point today with our glam. I don't know if you saw my bird. I love the color that it turned out to be. And the postman barding, I think is just adorable. Okay, there we are. Mugetsu is nowhere to be seen. Then that means he's on his way to Guganik to pay your captain a visit. Kami preserve, we must hurry back. Oh no. But we have the other guy there who's like keeping watch. Yes. How is she my teleport? I thought I was gonna port myself. What? Oh, this is such a cool... I love saving print screens from job quests. They're always so well done. Love it. My god, this is so bad. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen this guy before. It's like you can't even tell who's been cut. Oh my god. Oh no. Are you serious? That's so shit. He's not dead, is he? What? Oh my god. Forgive me, I was too weak. The Seki Segumi is yours now. You must finish. Yeah, she's like next in line. That must feel great after seeing the previous guy die. Holy shit. And he's just standing there? No one's even a... What? Oh my god. Well, well. For a moment I doubted my eyes, but it is really you, Kaigetsu. I hadn't expected to see you in the Seki Segumi uniform. Dear sister? What? What? No fucking way. She's his sister. That is so terrible. Like we thought it couldn't get worse. Did we? Did we not? Oh my god. And everyone's looking at her like she's some big traitor now. So she hasn't told anyone. Holy shit. This is so bad. That stands. Yes, the very picture of Master himself. So you are Musosai's final pupil, and the samurai who felled Shiden. Holy shit. What a story. We meet at last. Ugetsu at your service. Really? At my service? Is that what this is called? Like you, I trained under Musosai, and like you, I was made to walk his absurd path. We're practically brother and sister. It's a shame then that we stand on opposing sides. Wait, is he really the brother of that girl, or did he call her sister because of the because of the relationship they have because they had the same teacher? Maybe I misunderstood that. Hingashi has known peace for too long. Her leaders have grown soft, and they spend their days in decadence. Their existence is a blight, one that must be burned out with the fires of revolution. To kindle this fire, I bade Shiden assassinate the Tyro, but thanks to you and yours, uh, that attempt ended in miserable failure. Till now, we have kept to the shadows, but that time is past. No few people share our vision, and by bringing them into the fold, we shall have the strength to face the Bakufu openly and defeat it. Removing your captain was the first step in this endeavor. With him gone, the good men and women of Sekisegumi may choose with their hearts. If there are many souls here who would join our cause, we welcome you with open arms. They're not gonna, are they? The offer stands for you too, Kagetsu, my sister pupil. Will you not create a new world with me? So now I'm starting to question if he's really like her brother or he just calls her sister because they had the same teacher. I don't think I know. Create? You can create not with the edge of a blade. Nay, what you seek to do is destroy. Should the Bakufu fail, Hingashi would be plunged into another age of blood. He doesn't give a shit. Blood will flow, aye, but it will serve to nourish and strengthen a new nation, one that is free of the corruption that tainted the old. What we have now is not peace, but stagnance. Hingashi has become a morass of decay, and we samurai must be the tsunami that washes it clean to make way for true peace. Like those people who think that with the lack of peace, you can create permanent peace at some point. You're always gonna be a bloodthirsty piece of shit. A samurai fights to ward off chaos, not create it. Have you forgotten Master Musasai's teachings? I don't think he ever cared about them. Clearly my breath is wasted on you. What of the others? Will you remain mindless slaves to Bakufu? Or will you join me and bring about true change? I wonder if anyone's gonna step ahead. I don't think so. Disappointing. I'd hoped some of you would see sense, but if we must fight, then so be it. I have no desire to spill blood needlessly. Let's settle this away from the masses on the Isle of Beko. Your people against mine. Though, if I may make an observation, it seems you may want for blades, dear sister, now that you're aware of our connection. I still think he's her real brother. Because he keeps bringing it up. Hear me, my comrades. As leader of the first squad, I have been chosen to carry on Captain Kongo's legacy. The battle against Ugetsu promises to be bloody, but come what may, we must prevail. The future of Hingashi rests upon us. Like, that's not happening now, is it? I don't think we're in a duty. I think we just finished this quest and the next one is gonna be the battle. I need to have my cough medicine again. Forgive me, V, but it is all true. Ugetsu is my older brother. Okay, so they are really brother and sister. And Kagetsu is my birth name, though I have long cast it aside. We were born into a samurai family in the capital. Bukya. Bukya. From a tender age, Ugetsu showed tremendous talent as a swordsman, and everyone knew him as a child prodigy. But for me, he has always been the kind and caring brother. Oh, these are the worst. I was proud of him, and I couldn't have been prouder when the legendary Musasai took him as a pupil. Then he took to the road for his training, and I never saw him again. It was a different man who returned. Instead of easy smiles, he wore frowns. Instead of good-natured quipping, he engaged in heated tirades directed at the Bakufu and the Great Lords. Like, this is not something he learned from his master. There was so much anger, but more than that, there was despair. Despair for his country. Not long thereafter, he parted ways with Master Musasai and began instructing me in the katana. As far as back then, I believe he harbored the dream of toppling the Bakufu, and so he instilled in me the skills to survive in a war-ravaged world. In time, I came into my own as samurai, and then it happened. My brother assassinated high-ranking officers of the Bakufu, and our family was made to pay the price. Our line was ordered wiped from existence. My parents were summarily executed, and it was only by chance that I escaped their fate. That is so terrible. Holy shit. Out on the streets, and without a home, I journeyed to Kogane. I adopted the name Makoto and knocked on the Seki Segumi's doors, but with but one purpose in my mind: punishing Ugetsu. We may share the same blood, but I can never forgive him, for our parents' blood is on his hands. Like, do you notice how Stormblood is full of these miserable brother and sister stories? Oh my god, like Asahi and Yotsu, and then there's more. Like, there's been quite a few stories with like a brother and sister. I think there was one with that Hrothgar side quest line. I can't remember its name, but there was something about it that was I don't know. I guess two brothers or something like that. It was also very sad. But for all my determination, I'm no match for my brother. And while his cause grows in strength, mine only weakens. In our culture, people are defined first by their birth, and the revelation that I am kin to Ugetsu has shaken my men's faith in me. They may not accept my authority, even though the captain willed it. And with him gone, there's naught I may depend upon save mine own conviction and Yuvi. Even should it cost me my life, I swear to end my brother's ambition. I pray that you will stand with me through this trying time. Well, let's go. Let's hunt the bastard. Oh, we get a... Not just the glam piece, actually these can actually help me because I still have my level 60 katana. I'm actually weirdly excited about that. Makoto looks defeated even before the battle has begun. My fears have become reality. Members of Seki Segumi are deserting one after another. Oh no. Finding out that I'm Ugetsu's sister and you Musasai's pupil has shattered their faith in our cause. With so many gone, we haven't the strength to face the insurgents. We have to convince them to return somehow. There's no two ways about my connection to Ugetsu. But if we can dispel the stigma surrounding Master Musasai at least, they may have yet a change of heart. I require but a chance to speak my piece. Will you help me round up our disillusioned comrades? I will look around the barracks and the north side of town if you could focus your search on the south. Oh god. That is no good at all. It's like, I feel like we're, in a way, personally responsible for this. Like, maybe they would have been able to I don't know, forgive her somehow, but I feel like we were that last drop that just screwed everything up. They say you bested the lieutenant, but I'll be damned if you didn't use dirty tricks you learned from the craven Musasai. The captain calls. What's the insurgent's sister want now? Might as well see what sort of lame excuse she's got in there. Okay, well, at this point, when everyone pretty much hates you, the only thing you can do is play to people's curiosity. That's really the only thing. What do you want, Eugene? I have naught to say to the likes of you. Also, now they call me stranger. Amazing. The captain desires a chance to explain. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to hear her out. No, his beef is apparently with me and me only. We want to go to the markets. That's where our last angry person is. Holy shit. You apparently do not want to cross a samurai. Baby face Seki Segumi. Let me see that. Oh gosh, he does have a baby face. Look, it's not like I mistrust you, the captain. It's just, I can't work up the will to fight anymore. She wants to talk, does she? Well, I doubt anything she says will change my mind, but I'll go along with it for now. Okay. Now that we've gathered 3 people to listen to her, we can go. Oh man, seeing sprouts everywhere just makes me happy. It's like, there was like a little bit of a lull in like content and maybe less people playing, but now seeing the world so full again, this just makes me happy. It's like everything is so alive. This is what it was like last year during the summer when I started playing. My thanks for your help. Let's begin before they change their minds. I wonder what she's gonna say to them. Hear me, my comrades. In our nation, Musasai is a name that evokes loathing. All I know is that his were the hands that created the monster Ugetsu, and all know that he evaded responsibility for fear of death. But naught could be further from the truth, for Musasai ever taught that a samurai's calling is to preserve order. However, Ugetsu seeks to do the very opposite. In bringing down the Bakufu, he means to usher in such chaos as to trigger another age of blood. Yeah, you noticed too. Like, it's just so nice, and like you kind of, I don't know, like I like being reminded of these little like MSQ areas where people, you know, are questing and doing certain things. Like as I'm like flying past or something, like I will see like 3 or 4 sprouts basically in one area doing the same thing or waiting for their moms to spawn. It's just it makes me happy in such a weird way. Now his true pupil stands before you now, and she, like her master did, wields her katana to protect the peace. Bah, protect the peace, you like to say, but what did Musasai ever do to protect the peace? Can you tell us that? I would ask the same question. All that we know is that he challenged warriors the realm over and never was once defeated. An impressive feat to be sure, but it's neither here nor there. It takes strength to protect the peace. As we strive to hone our skills through rigorous training, Musasai honed his through duels. Went on a quest to right wrongs in Kogurashi, he brought evildoers to account. Like, I want to bring up that he wanted to do something actually nice and wholesome. Wait a second. The Kogurashi, the mystery samurai who roamed the lands smiting the wicked when I was little? The man who protected the weak and punished common crooks and great lords alike before vanishing like in the wind? Oh, they didn't know? Huh. It was Musasai all along? I became a samurai because of him. Oh, wow. That's so wholesome. Me too! Kogurashi was my hero. I wanted to change the world like him. Looking back, it was when I first heard tell of Kogurashi that the desire to take up the katana took root in my heart. I had known that Master Musasai journeyed through the land with my brother, but to think that he did so as Kogurashi, like what is our proof of this? No one's gonna even ask us? Could the experience have pushed Ugetsu to his extreme beliefs? Very well, Captain. We were wrong about Musasai, but what have you to say for yourself?
Like, it isn't her fault that she's his sister. Damn it. That's right, we haven't forgotten about that. Your brother is the bastard that's trying to tear down our nation. How can we trust you? Like, enough. I've been biting my tongue, but I can't stand it anymore. Oh, hi. Hello, Derby. Fancy seeing me here, I shouldn't doubt. The idea occurred to me to visit Musasai's homeland, you see, and you know how spontaneous I can be. But what do I find upon arriving but this painful display of narrow mindedness? The old man would be turning in his grave. Like, these people are like, who's this little Malafil trying to teach us fairness and justice? Who the hells are you? Who I am doesn't matter. What matters is what I did, and that was to journey with V and Musasai on a quest to right wrongs. Okay, so we do have a witness. We've established that you all respect and admire Musasai, who happens to be your childhood hero, Kogarashi. Well, then you should know that he used to always say about his countrymen, that you're so focused on a person's birth, you blind yourself to his true worth. That's true. It's so bleeding obvious, I can't believe I have to say this. But having a villain for a brother doesn't make Makoto a villain. In spite of their relationship, she opposes him for God's sake. Now look at yourselves. None of you were born into samurai families, but through hard work, you've made it this far. Become who you wanted to be. What Makoto has done is no different. Like you, she's broken free of the shackles of her birth to live a life of her own choosing. Oh my god, and they all know he's right. Why the Kami? Why could I not see this? After all we've been through together as comrades. Damn it, you're right. How many times have I had to put up with scorn because I came from a poor village? There I was, dealing that scorn to the captain. Hi. Welcome. What's up?
Not much. Are you?
I'm good. It is hot? I thought it was like raining, no? No, you wish? Oh, okay. Feels bad. Strike me down for a fool. I've always despised this aspect of our culture, yet all this time I've remained its unwitting prisoner. Yeah, Stormblood. It's actually a really good story. I love it. Yeah.
I like everyone. I like everyone better, to be honest.
I love the ending. I'm at the last quest. I don't know how this one's ending, so don't spoil it. Come, my friends, let us bring back those of us who are still at large. We have a battle to win and peace to protect. You're the gentleman from the inn in Olda. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Ah, don't mention it. I'm a showmaster by trade, and words are my domain. Swords not so much, so I'll bow out here. Oh, I think I'll go and take a dip in one of these hot springs I've heard so much about. The rest I leave in your capable hands, V. Put a stop to Uketsu and give the old man the peace he deserves. Is that an emote? Does that exist in game? The appointed hour is nigh. Let us make for the field of battle, for the Isle of Beko. I would love to have that one. I don't know which one that is. If it's even in the game. I guess we'll just fly here. Where do I come out? Okay, we want to go that way. Is that hot? Really? Did you walk?
No.
Oh, okay.
But bus is too long today.
I see.
It's like I saw the 2 bus come, so I crossed the street to get it. And then the guy was just staying there for a good 10-15 minutes.
Right. And you saw the other bus
And then the 8 bus
go
came.
past? Yeah.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, feels bad. Alright, here we go. So many sprouts, like they're everywhere. All Wayard members are returned, and all with their resolve restored. Let us go and face Ugetsu. Sure. Let's do this. Billy G, welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us. How are you? Will this fall please continue, or will the fires of shoe change sweep across the land? Today we decide Hinigashi's history. Today we decide whose path is right, Musasai's or mine. There is but one among you worthy of being my opponent, she who trained under mine own master. Come, V, show me the strength of your conviction. Pressure! Feels bad. So I guess we just leave the rest to... yeah, okay. Let's see if we can make this quick with our level 60 katana on a level, what, 80 quest or whatever. It's not level 80, but... 7, yes. But I was showing the chat the katana that I have, and to my overall embarrassment, I realized that I haven't changed it since the level 60, like the augmented gear or whatever. It was really bad. What? I think so. I normally like just automatically equip it every 10 levels, but I never bought the katana for some reason, and I didn't notice that it wasn't equipped, so that was pretty bad. Oh, come on. Jesus. What? Yeah, I just forgot about it. Like I said, I was mostly doing like beast tribes and like an occasional roulette. It doesn't really matter. It's not that I actually harmed anyone's gameplay with my hunting logs as well. No one really cared, but I did have to get help, which I guess may have been the proof of the fact that that my methods were not optimal.
It's the skill that counts.
Right, I'm that skillful for sure. Look at me, like no samurai has ever moved the way I'm moving right now. Holy shit. Like somehow we're still killing him, but I'm in disbelief over the fact that it is happening. Oh my god. Maybe this is like stage 1. Maybe he just happens to... What is this? Yeah, like Xenos with his death spoiler. What? Yeah, who's Xenos? Exactly. We don't know any Xenuses. That sounds like... What? Yeah, exactly. We know no Xenos. Oh my god, this continues to follow me everywhere. Shit! Come on! What the fuck is this spell? Can I learn this spell as a samurai? We had the same teacher. Can I do that? Fucking hell. Apparently not. Jesus. So much undone. You are done. What, Crystal is NA, right?
Yes.
So many people from NA. I never get to play with anyone. Feels bad. Like, I guess my audience is mostly from NA. Like, some people from the chat, they are from the EU servers that I know of. But, like, most of the time, everyone's just from NA. What feels bad is, we're still not going to be able to cross the data centers, even with the travel. Like, you can't go to another, like, data center. You can go to all the worlds with it.
But you can't go to, like...
I can go to EU, but I can't go to North America. That sucks.
Well, they said maybe in the patch after now.
Look at how cool his katana is. That is beautiful.
Is that the basic one?
I don't know, I just think it's pretty. I don't care if it's basic. Why do you stay your blade? Because she's not a killer. Wow. It is over. The heavens have chosen. Now strike me down. Do it. No, I mean, he's her brother. She's not gonna kill him. A samurai must be decisive. Finish me or else I'll finish you. If he kills her, like, I'll be so pissed. Oh my god.
Like the Dark Knight quest.
Yeah. That pretty much. Okay. Good. You've grown strong, little sister. Oh gosh. That's sick. That is really sick. But like, it tells a very cultural story also. That's what's sad about it. Come, my friends, let us return to the barracks. Oh my god, my outfit looks so skimpy in comparison to what everyone else is wearing. Oh god. I felt bad seeing all of them like fully dressed and I'm just standing there in my Temerian ties.
Yes, short.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad. Alright. I thought she was gonna give me the free teleport as per usual. So I'm gonna get the gear, but for me it might not be just the glam that I'm getting. It's also the weapon that I'm after. So that I don't have to spend my poetics. I've been trying to buy the mats for the Heavensward relics. I need to start doing that. I already have enough for like at least 2 or 3 weapons for that step. I just haven't gotten to that point. We've succeeded in quelling a major threat to the nation, and it was in no small part due to you. You have my eternal gratitude. While not all insurgents are accounted for, without a leader to unite them, they will eventually scatter to the winds. As for me, my appointment as captain of the Seki Segumi has since been made official. 'Tis a heavy burden, but I swear to bear it with honor and live up to Captain Kongo's faith in me. Meanwhile, the revelation of Korogashi's true identity has been doing its rounds of order. It would seem that nigh all of our younger members idolized him and joined out of the desire to make a difference. In embarking upon his quest, I believe that Master Mususai in part wished to sow the seeds of a new generation. He did do that. Ugetsu sought the quick path to change and cared not that it was fraught with strife and suffering. He saw Hingashi as a dilapidated house fit only to be torn down. But Master Mususai sought to restore this house, board by board, nail by nail, one injustice at a time, even should it take several lifetimes. To ensure that his legacy lives on, I will embark upon my own quest of change here in Kugane, and I pray that you will do the same no matter where your road takes you. To another job, most likely. Feels bad. I think this is the end of the Stormblood story. What do I learn? What is this? Okay, so we only have like the level 80 quest, but there will be a stream where I will just sit down and do all the level 80 quests. And I can't even progress because I'm 75. I want to see what the glam is. Actually, I cleaned my inventory, which is uncharacteristic for me. I wish they could, like, the gear could spawn here, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah, of course. I want to see what we get. Ooh, that is pretty.
That's the one from the trailer, no?
What?
That's the one from the trailer?
I don't know. Is it from the trailer?
The Stormblood trailer, I believe.
I mean, I can't dye it, which is a bit... I don't know, it's a bit shitty, but, like, this looks nice. Oh, I want to save it. I want to see... Oh. I want to see what it looks like. Haha. Okay, that's cute. I don't have a hat like that, to be honest, so
Oh,
I'm kind of okay. What? With that?
I'm just wearing a hat.
Oh,
Just have a headgear.
these are cute. Okay, let's see the hands. Hands are the hands are actually not that bad. I'm gonna remove this to see. Oh, okay, they're fine. Hands are not in love with them. I'm probably I feel too tempted to wear them. Let's see the weapon. The weapon is alright. It's nothing special, but it's definitely something that I can wear now. This is nice. Okay, we're gonna replace our level 60 katana. How do I do this? That's an actual freaking upgrade, and the hands are also an upgrade. So we'll do that. I think the rest is not. The rest are just glam pieces. For sure, but I will wear these. I think if I I think I can glam over them by just switching. What is this? Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're okay. This is actually quite gorgeous. I love it. That was a satisfying story. And I thought there was gonna be more to it. Like more to the samurai quest. I thought there was gonna be like a 70 to 80. And I was counting on like not even being able to finish it today because I'm 75. So at some point I will do the level 80 quest as well, so that I can finish this story. Were you gonna do anything today?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just roulette.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll do them a little bit later. For now, this is where I will stop. I also want to get a little bit of rest and dinner before my lesson. I have my lesson in like, what, 2 hours? Tonight we're gonna continue with Final Fantasy VII, not the remake, but the original one. So if you're down for that, nostalgia road trip, I'll be live at 9 p.m. Central European Time, which is in about 4 hours. Here on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube. That will be on my variety channel, which is VPlays, and you can probably find a link to the channel in this video's description or on the homepage of my channel, or you can just type in VPlays and you'll find it. That's where I stream my variety stuff, and this is where I'm live with Final Fantasy XIV. Anyways, I will be seeing you tonight with that. I want to get a little bit of rest so that tonight we can actually have really good prog with that. I'm sure it will be really fun. And thank you for watching today. For those of you who are just watching my Final Fantasy XIV content, thank you for a wonderful week on live, and I will be seeing you next Saturday. But in the meantime, stay up to date with everything that happens on the channel here on YouTube. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Have fun, take care, I'll see you in a bit, and bye-bye.